waterfall time of year. Yes, please. So we're gonna walk to Vegan. Okay. Sounds very doable compared to yesterday. Yeah. Waterfall time of year.
I think of any that are, well, the Dolomites are pretty amazing.
Well. Okay, welcome back. We made it back after our hike on day 3, I believe. It's 4 p.m. or something right now. And we're all kind of exhausted once again. It was a much easier day than yesterday, but I think we still hiked for like we were hiking 4 hours. Went only 12 kilometers, but it was really steep for a lot of it. So anyway, we did this hike up to a city called Wengen, that way, basically. And it was really sunny. I think I got kind of sunburned, but for some reason only on this one cheek and like not on this cheek, which I don't really understand, but okay. Yeah, so I think now we're just gonna make dinner and actually work on planning another trip that we're taking soon to go to Canada. And yeah, that's about it. Good morning. It is now day 4, I believe, on our trip, and we've decided to stay at the same campground for 2 more nights because it's so nice here, and there's just no way that we would ever find a spot that's this nice at any other campground probably. So we're gonna stay here and we're gonna do another, what says is a 5-hour hike today, which will probably take us all day because we stop, we have lunch, that sort of thing. And we're gonna go to Meuren, which is a village up the valley that way. Day before yesterday we went that way, yesterday we went that way, now we're going that way. Hopefully that'll be nice. I think it's gonna be really hot. I sort of got sunburned on my shoulders and here yesterday, which is not great, so I'm gonna try to not do that today. But it's just been really warm and sunny, which of course is really nice. This is our little outdoor setup, by the way. We have some chairs and this like mat rug thing. And then right here. This is super nice. It is now day 5, I guess, and it's raining this morning, which is not ideal, of course. But it is really pretty and misty. Anyway, so we decided to do a valley floor walk today. That's just like flat and easy because we're all tired, it's rainy, and why not? Hello, I thought I would make a little recap of this trip and a little bit of a guide as to how we planned it all and what I'd recommend if you did this trip. We're back from our last hike of the trip, I believe. It's day, I want to say it's day 4, but it's Saturday, so we were here on Tuesday, and then we hiked Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, so it's like day 4 or 5 of the trip, and we went for, yeah, one long hike every single day. So we drove from Germany in a camper van on Tuesday, and the camper van, my parents own the camper van, so that makes life easy. And however, I have seen a lot of people at this campground here that are here on a rental camper van, which is an indie camper, a brand that rents camper vans, so maybe that's something that I would recommend if you're trying to do this trip in a camper van, which I definitely do think is a nice mode of transport. And we're staying at a campground called Camping Jungfrau. I'll put it up on the screen. It gets really good reviews on Google Maps, and I wholeheartedly agree. I'm definitely going to be leaving them a good review. I think it's a really gorgeous campground. It's right by a river. Like, our campsite is number 505, which I would recommend, and campsite 505 is right by the river in kind of a corner, and we brought our dog and he's been hanging out with us here. It's been really nice. And it is quite expensive. I think it's almost $100 a night for the site that we've booked, including 3 people, the van, a dog, and like the hookups and everything. But it is a really nice campground. The bathrooms are beautiful, like really nice and clean, and there's like hot showers that work well, and there's also a restaurant on site and a little store and a reception area and everything. You can also stay in a tent here and in a slightly less large spot, and then you pay a little bit less money. But overall, would highly recommend. It's right in the center of the valley floor in tLauterbrunnen in Switzerland, and you can start a lot of hikes from right here. It's about a 10-minute walk into the center of town, you can see from the campsite, you can see the waterfalls. I'll insert some clips of that. You can see the main waterfalls in the area right from the campsite, which is really nice, of course. Yeah, and it's a really large campground, and yet it feels very sort of homey, I would say. Especially on the more outskirts. They have a lot of different types of accommodation. They have all these different huts that you can book to if you're not here with a van, or tent spots. I don't know, more permanent RV sort of trailer parky areas. So we're staying in Camping Jungfrau, and we went for 4 different hikes. We literally just looked on the jungfrau.ch website. It's the regional website here for like the lifts, and there's several gondolas and trains and things that you could ride. We didn't actually ride any of the trains here because they're really expensive basically, and we wanted to focus on hiking, but I think taking some of those gondolas or trains could be fun, I guess, on another trip. Yeah, and we just used that the hiking tab on that website to look for our hikes, and we did the Lauterbrunnen to Mürren up and back. We made like a little loop out of it, and then we did Lauterbrunnen to Wengen up and back, and we did Lauterbrunnen to via Isenfluh, I think it's called. Isenfluh up and back. It was really good.